Welcome back, everyone, for more Scrap Mechanic. Today, we are cleaning this up. I want to get all these containers off the floor level. We're going to mount them up here to the roof, the second level, and we're going to color code stuff. I want to get this all tied together, and I am going to be burning through a bunch of glass reserves because we're going to be using a lot of glass tubing to link it all together into one big storage system. So while this is producing, I need to basically know how many blocks wide this is going to need for the connection. So glass there, and say glass there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks in between, I believe. Yes, 10 blocks. Well, I brought my trolley over to do some work. I didn't notice it, but the ramp decided, after it was sitting here perfectly fine, to flip up into the structure. And yeah, I don't know why, because if I turn it off, it's not doing anything. It was fine when I went to get the cart, and now it is completely broken. Like, what happened here? How is this even happening? Like, it's acting like it's not powered at all. Like, it just flipped around and it's laying there. Really? And this is why I make a backup of my game save now on a very regular basis, because there's so many issues where the game just messes something up and you can't fix it without just destroying something. So make a backup of your game save whenever you finish playing and you're happy with the result. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Look at that. Perfectly fine. Drops down exactly as it did before. So how long till it decides to break again? And this time it has not yet flipped completely around. So we're off to a good start for the moment. So let's assume I place down the craft bot right here. That means I would have a glass connection here and a glass connection here. And what I want to do is tie everything in. So if I have the craft bot up there, and I may do another one down below, I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of thinking I want to turn this just into a parking deck for some of the vehicles, the smaller ones that can fit across the bridge. So if I build like that, then I just need to have it where everything is set up top in terms of the containers, glass connections, and basically I come back in. It's like, oh, that's green. That's farming stuff. Wow, okay, that's a little bit further over than I thought it would be. So maybe I should grab some more wood blocks and extend this out and just have, well, I don't want to have it where I have to walk a long distance for it. So it might be a case of, this could be a good thing. If I do it where it connects, and unfortunately we don't have a split connector. We don't have a T-shape or an X-shape connector. But if I could have it where it comes out here, I could use this for stuff that I do not need integrated. Like the dirt, the fertilizer, and then everything that needs to be integrated can go in this direction and give me more room to expand upon it. That might be what I do. So I'm about to try something, because ever since I switched to this backpack, now I cannot come up this elevator without it acting like I'm crushed. And no matter how I stand, I can't go up. I say, look, I'm not even hitting anything. I'm just standing in the middle. And it's acting like I'm hitting something. But nothing interacts with me when I go down. Look at, it's acting like I get hit. I wonder if it's the dress bot that's doing it. Let's swap back. And we're going to move you. And if this, of course, now I lose the color I did for it. The custom color. Nope. So it's just suddenly my character got fat and can't fit through there, when it was not a problem until just recently that was happening every single time. I'm just going to make this easier for now and remove these bars so I can drive this up the ramp. And I'm just going to start using this one, because once everything's in place, the electric vehicle will be fine. But for now, it's just too slow to do this every time. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work very well. I may actually have to carry this one. What about there? What if I pipe it straight into the gas tank? Alright, that works a little better. Yeah, if it's this hard for the vehicle to move with the craftbot, how am I supposed to actually carry it on my shoulder? Well, I'd wanted to avoid this, but yeah, I'm gonna have to place this down and figure out exactly how to space everything out. So we're gonna do it like that. So I'm gonna have to widen this out. There's just no other option. And that, yeah, gonna do like that. Maybe if I turn it this way, you know, put it like that. There. I can do, you know, we'll go all the way back, but yeah, this might be a better option. Let's just have it come out from here. Like that. I'm not sure if I need it to be actually that wide or not, but we'll try it. And yeah, that's coming out, of course. So now I've got to figure out how I want to arrange these as well. I know I want to have these kind of like, you know, better organized. And that's going to be, I've already got this. That's potatoes, brown for potatoes. White for milk, which actually is going to be treated for not just milk, but the sun shakes. Well, now I got that here. I'm getting rid of all this from the other base. We put that there. You see, I've got a lot of food stockpiled. I've been making sure to stockpile plenty of food so I don't have to worry about it for a while in terms of production. And there we go. But yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this up and try to figure out how I want to organize it and color code it to that matter, because I want to make sure I know what's in what. And oh yeah, that's definitely farther over than I would like, but I'll make it work. It's not like I built this planning for that at the very beginning. I seriously didn't plan for this. I planned to put everything down here. I wasn't trying to, you know, make a joke at myself. I actually was planning to put everything down here, and I just recently changed my mind about it. No, that's not low enough. Okay. So if I have to use one of the two pieces on each side, and it's going to come down just, oh, actually it might end up being perfect on the shortest length. Do like that. Is that connected? I think it is. As I take that out, and we'll put another one. So it'll be like, well, ooh, that's a problem too. The direction. Because if I want to use this side for storing stuff I don't need, then it's the, you know, input to output side of it. Okay, yeah. I've got to think about this now. Like that. So that's the main input. So if I count that as the last one on this side that's going to be all interconnected, then I can just build across and do that. And I can minimize possibly the amount of pieces I need for certain things. So, like, let's see. That I don't need in the production chain because I'm not using that to make anything. Which actually I could take those out too. So yeah, I'll have like a building block set that will sit over here that's just for blocks that are not used in some kind of production of a different block. Just like I'm going to have things like this that are not tied in because they're not part of the production chain. But things like bearings and stuff like that, mechanical stuff that's not needed as well, will go in their own places. Let's see, I've got 10. Oh, that's actually not enough. Never mind. I know that's not enough. Ooh, that should be enough. Oh, there we go. I got 10 more of these over here as well. So we'll put those also in. And now I just need an empty container. Or at least a container I can use for a moment. So we'll put this one up there. And I'm not sure how this is going to line up, but we'll do one. So it's picking up the stuff in the container. Yep, we'll do that. And can I... Yes, I can, and I can see it. The shorter the tubing, the slower it goes out of production. Like there, you see it go just slowly, but you put longer tubing, it's just like shoots out the tube super fast. Man, I think I'm gonna have to make a few more chests now. Oh yeah, look, I got more there. I didn't even realize I had. That's why I want to get this organized. Now let's just go ahead and do worst case. I get this lined up. If I can. There we go. Okay, it won't. All right, so without the vacuum pump connection glass tubing, it won't flip the other way where I can have that same piece downwards, apparently. So that's fine. I mean, it's not consistent, but it's fine. I'm getting kind of used to that. So I could do 3 across and then have it go with a tie-in like that, going over here, tying into the next one, which I know should only take 1 more angled piece. So I'm not going to need these straight pieces for now. I'm just going to need a bunch of angled pieces. Okay, so I'm just still going to have no gap here, but I'll have gaps over here. So it's just a matter of it's not going to line up the way you would think it would. Unless, of course, I do something like this, which that adds another set of problems. Like, how do I tie in more this way? If I connect it like that, I can connect across and that, but it leaves this interior area open. No, it's going to have to go like this. There's just no other way around it. I'm just going to have to do that and have some gaps in there. I'm just going to do these like that, so they're connected. And somewhere I've got my paint gun. There's my paint gun. These are the rusted metal blocks right now, which I'll eventually use my way through. But for the moment, we'll just do that. They're connected. And, I mean, I guess if I really want to, in the end, I could find a way to connect everything together. I gotta kick some music on. It's just too calm out here with nothing going on. This way, so they're connected. So I don't have to connect from here. I'll connect over. So that will give me the next row. And then I'll connect to that. So we'll just do an alternating pattern. And I'm just going to have to clear some of these out later. After I get them, like, or get some room in my storage. I'll make, like... Oh, and there's a problem there. I'm going to have to use a 2-piece, finally, just to bridge the gap there. Let's see, is that perfect? There we go. Yeah, I'll just have to, you know, clean them up and reorganize after everything's done. After I get some space cleared out. And I'm eventually going to color code them. So it'll be like, you know, that's the input, the main input. That's going to be... Honestly, I probably will put... Actually, I'll probably put these in there just for the fact that I end up having so many circuit boards and not component kits. I think that will end up being mainly component kits going in there. Actually, I can go ahead and do that now. We'll go with yellow. Well, you know what? It's the main input. We'll go with white. We'll go with red for the output. Just keep it like that. So there we go. We've got what component kits I have left now. I'm going to put these spare pieces here, kind of like shielding in case bots are coming across the bridge and I'm having to hold up here and break out the guns and defend myself. I've got shielding, right? That's totally what it's going to be. You know, in the end, when I start putting stuff in and I'm producing certain things, it's not going to make that big of a difference if I don't keep the output bots clear. So I'm going to have to make sure I do that. But if I can keep that handled, I should be able to keep this organized in the end. And the only other thing I might change is I might do, again, if they add for the vacuum pumps to work with the oil geysers, which they should already do that. I might add like a spot for just oil to be collected and have a separate pump purely for oil. I'm thinking for this one, you know what, we'll go with just something. Well, no, purple's gonna be chemicals. Yeah, I wish I had more color variety options in terms of what everything looks like. Let's say, well, that's the chemical one. Okay, so we're gonna go red on this, and we'll go with bright purple on that. So that's the chemical one, which means these come out. Man, I have so many building blocks that I really shouldn't have collected because they don't stack. I mean, yes, some things are a little bigger, probably shouldn't stack, but there's some stuff that should stack and doesn't. right, so this one's going to be organics, like beeswax, flowers, the glue, clam, stuff like that, as much as I can. Yes, when I output, it's not going to line up correctly, but it's going to be close enough. Actually, I may not do the embers in there because at some point I'll go do like a big run and grab a lot of embers. So we'll do embers there. And that, oh, I got a little bit more throw in there. So that will be a definite gray, but we're going to go with a lighter gray. So I'll be burnt embers. Yes. And here goes the last ones. No more storage at this location. Oh, yeah, that's going to get moved. I'm going to do, actually, we're going to do 2 of these for blocks. And that's going to come out and get moved somewhere else. Because I've got a lot more of that here. And I've got plenty of stone and such like that here. So, that, yeah, that's just... Nope, not going to work with 1 box. Oh, man, there's just so much stuff. I'm just going to have to start making some more containers first. And I'll end up with... I'm going to have like 30 or 40... large chests, and that's it. Let's see if everything's working fine. Yes, look at that. It acts like I've got everything in there. 322 circuit boards. Why do I need that many circuit boards? It's too imbalanced. You get too many circuit boards and not enough component kits. They need to adjust that. It's just, that's way too imbalanced. White, because it is going to be our cotton storage, since I'm going to be producing a good bit of cotton now. So yeah, there we go. I mean, really, if it came down to it, if I was able to filter everything automatically and not have to worry about this, I could stack another level on underneath these and just have it a double stack there. But that's starting to clear some room out. I still have so much junk. Move that. You know what? I'm going to use up some of these. I have got something I can use these for. Yeah, we could use up a bunch more of these. Ooh, we need 1 of these now. Cap that. And, oh, actually, there we go. Done. That's, well, didn't use that much, but it did use some. Oh, yeah, starting to look so much better. So much more involved. And once all of those are out of the way, we'll have a clear railing there. I've added some more lighting right around here for the entrance coming up. Do not enter! Yes. I need to find more of those. But yeah, we've got some nice lights here. Makes it nice and bright. We're coming up. I need something that, like a more directional light that I can aim down there. So it'd be like, oh yeah, the bots are coming. Well, I've got good light on them. So I can easily, like, target them. And they've got bright lights in their, you know, optics. Not eyes, optics. Maybe blinding them. Possibly blinding them. These I can put to good use. I'm sure I'll end up moving it later once things expand over, but for now, boom! Look at that. So bright, so much lighter, and I may, if I have another one, I may end up seeing if I could just place it on top of that. That way I have a nice light, because those shine out so much more than those little things. And now... finally have cardboard production over here that I can use with my little farm for glow. There we go. Put that. The one problem is I put some down and they all start like going towards it instead of going for the stuff I put right next to them. And then they kind of still go and eat their own. But if I don't put some down evenly, they just keep going for the other's cardboard. Because cardboard is so nutritious. All right, there we go. We've got that. Now, I just going to extend out a little bit on each side. And then we'll turn it in and see how that looks. I could put this upstairs, granted, because, I mean, that'd be kind of the nice look of it. But if the bots were coming, I don't want to rush, you know, to get upstairs and then hit the switch and have some already get through. So the idea would be come up here, jump off the vehicle, hit the switch, and it turns them on, which I need to set that for on. There we go. Oh, and probably should go a little faster. You know, doesn't have to be super fast, but fast enough to close properly. Yeah, I'm coming up here. I'm being chased. Ah, do that. Also would work well in multiplayer, but yeah, you can have somebody stay here, start shooting. Somebody gets upstairs and starts shooting. So, bam! We got bright lights. That's going. And I've got red lights up here to signal red alert. I really wish you could do a color change with the lights to make it where they go all red. So it'll be like, oh, I hit the switch. All lights go red suddenly. You know, it'd be kind of cool to have that red alert type look to it. Oh, yeah. Already ramping up cotton production. Somehow I didn't plant one there. Okay, not sure about that. But there we go. And now I have more seeds than I have plots for planting them in. So yeah, already just, you know, 3 harvests in and I'm already done with the amount of cotton I need. And there it is, yeah. I'll dump those in just so I have some spares for now. And then I'll, you know, dump them out later as need be. So I have that many chests already organized. And this is how many I have just miscellaneous building blocks, pieces like mechanics, you know, the supports, the, you know, shock absorbers, things like that, that all of these, I'm just going to have to figure out a way to how I want to organize them and label them and find a way to use some of the blocks up because I've got blocks I don't think I'll be using anytime soon now. Because I don't see a use for them anymore. I grabbed and grabbed way too many. Well, I did use the antenna blocks for the bridge parts, but, you know, some of these, like those, or these, I'm not even sure about those anymore. I'm almost to the point I want to build some kind of mechanism, maybe towards that end, that can then rotate in repeatedly and be used to knock bots backwards. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but there's the base as I approach. I turned my weird contraption off just because it was so goofy in how it worked. But you see my nice little spinny wheel, the lights, and of course the lights there. You see all the storage up top. That's going to be so good once I have that done. And I could just do more decorating on the main floor, as well as clear this out to become either the building area or a parking area for the small vehicles like this, and leave some of the other ones like the work truck and such out. Maybe not there, maybe move them over here where I build some kind of fortification, or I might just build a parking deck there like I was thinking of doing before and park them over on that side. I'm not sure yet. Alright, that's it for this episode of Scrap Mechanic. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you use for your storage methods, how do you organize your storage, or if you just don't even do it, leave it in a comment below. And of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.